Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
They're on the 31-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson on the move. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big one for the Ravens. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Wilson on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass.
Rashad Bateman, the ball carrier. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown Ravens. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll get forward for about a yard. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pistol formation with Jackson. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Out to his right. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on for the extra point.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Up the middle they go. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down. Now, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed to his left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. That one is good. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Drive will start on the ground. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it, they're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Go with him, go with him. Throwing Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Off the play fake. Jackson rolling to the left. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now. Look wide. Get this one complete. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Austin now to return this. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete, right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's a Steeler first down. They'll look to throw again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Back to the air one more time. Metcalf with the grab.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
His kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a score. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
2nd down, Jackson. A short one there to Bellinger. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
1. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Play action. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page, and results in a drop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. That's going to be out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it? About right at the 50-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 6.
Back to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up for coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds Austin with the grab. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Steelers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Back to the air one more time. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A chance here for Murray. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
That one intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At his own 9-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
To throw is Jackson. That's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now a run on first down. On down at the 21, a gain of 1.
At the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.